I am live. We're just gonna have a Zeke cam today because I just am still feeling a little so I was just gonna do audio and then I was like, I could do a Zeke cam. He's not in here yet, but I have a feeling he's coming. He's standing at the bathroom door. Hopefully he'll come in. How's my audio though? Because I'm using Zeke's camera, but I'm using my mic and I've never done it this way yet on this, and I just want to make sure it's okay. So, oh, I haven't even went live yet. Am I? That's so crazy. I have my live up and it's not even registered yet. There I go. Okay, it sounds good. All right, guys, we are going to continue. And I think Zeke is making an appearance here in a minute. I see him off in the distance. He's thinking about it. He's a little thinker. He'll eventually be over here. Hopefully. My mom is sick. So I had the, it was like really dizzy. I didn't have a cold. I was just dizzy and nauseous. Starting to feel better a little bit, still a little bit off. And then my mom just got a cold last night and it's really bad today. So I don't know. Hopefully she'll be okay. I don't know if I'm going to end up getting that too. Just prayers for us. um, I know it's just a cold, but still, it's just, I don't know what was going on with me though. Mine wasn't a cold. There's Zeke. Do you see him? We got a big cam on Zeke. All right, so we are going to continue. We left off on page 235. And Casey, maybe you could share my link a couple times for the members. Yeah, if you guys want to join members, I already have quite a few up. I've been posting from one of the members perks, the kiosk messages individualized per person. I've been posting. I have who do I have so far up there? I have Kaylee's, I have Daria, Erica, Allie, Jesse, one of the Kellys, because he's talked to a bunch of Kellys. Who else? Bree, Jasmine, Breadwinner, Brianna. She went by a few. Amanda, and then Breezy and Vivian. So I've been doing like individualized, so you guys could read through them like per person. So it reads a little bit different. Like I'm reading them all together here, and most of my videos I've done in this past year, I've read them all together. I have done a few individual, but so you'll see when you get to read them individually, like per person, you'll be able to follow in a different kind of a way per person, if that makes sense. So check it out if you guys want to join. Plus, it helps support me and what I do, so it's always a plus for everybody. Hallmark movie. Hallmark is the greatest. My mom loves Hallmark movies. They are good though. All right, so let's get. Oh, look at my Zeekster. We got a good view of them. Man, see, I rearranged because I've noticed that the vertical always cuts him off. So I try to like do it where as best I can to have the vertical be a good view compared to the other one, and he still has to sit where his head's cut off the vertical. If you guys are wondering if you guys are ever in the verticals and you're like, why doesn't the camera on Zeke even show Zeke? It's because it does on the horizontal. It just it's hard to get it on both where if he would sit in his bed, you'd see it good both, but he is a little complicated boy. I love him. I wonder if I should turn a. Hold on, let's see, because it's kind of the reason it's a little bit blurry is because I don't have my lights on. Is that better? Did you see him jump up? Maybe I'll just keep it off for the Bubba because it's not like I don't know. I'll let you relax, Bub. Okay, so let's do this. Let me take a sip of my coffee and we're gonna just get right into it. Yummy, yummy. But I want to say real quick, I still have been getting little bits and pieces of trials and things going on, true crime stuff. So I watched a little bit of that Athena. I remember covering that when it first happened. The FedEx driver. Watching the Koenig. So I watched a lot of that. Not all of it, but I watched a lot of that trial. So we could always talk about that. A live coming up once I start feeling better. And then what other one? There's something else I've always been keeping up on. Oh, the new one with the hookers, the bow. That one's kind of crazy. The one that basically went overboard, or they got her husband's been arrested, and I'm not sure what to make about all of that. There was one more though that I wanted to keep up on because the reason I'm asking is, or the reason I'm saying is because what are you guys? Have you guys following on those? What have you guys been following? Gilgo Beach, I saw that. I saw him plead guilty. What else? Yeah, there's been a lot going on. I feel like there's one more I wanted to talk about. Hold on. No, I guess not. I don't know, maybe, but so yeah, I've been trying to keep up with everything. So then when I am feeling better, I kind of just want to do some lives, like I said, on my second channel, just about anything or like a bunch of cases together or two. Um, I just haven't been feeling good. I know I've been saying like the second channel, but then all of a sudden I started getting dizzy. And it was bad. I'd come up here like wanting to be productive, and I couldn't even sit at my desk. I'd have to go downstairs and like recline back on the couch with Zeke because I was getting dizzy. Idaho stuff, really? I have not watched any Idaho stuff. I see things pop up here and there with like interviews, of all the different friends and everything, but I am just kind of pretty much removed from that. I mean, I followed up from day one before they even arrested him, and it's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of not interested in all those specifics now of the friends anymore for some reason. Um, I mean, I think if there was nothing else, it would be interesting if there's nothing else to watch, but there's so many other things, so it's just like I kind of lost interest in keeping up with like all the other students interviews and stuff that are coming out. I don't know. I know there was some stuff about him. What was it? What was the thing about him that came out recently? I don't know. I guess I'm just a little bit done with that case in a way, but no, I understand if people are still into it. I'm not saying that like that at all. Um, my point is when I see a video on it, I don't click on it anymore. Like if there's something I haven't seen, like a new video on Idaho, I'm just like, eh. Yeah, where is that? I mean, when does that start? Not where is that? You saw that Courtney Clenny's got pushed off again till later. Um, all right, let's do this. Let's start, guys. So, yay, Heather, first live. Well, I'm usually on camera, so so for your first live, normally it's more rare. I usually am on camera. You could go back and see. I usually show my face and I'm on camera. It's more rare that I do audio only. So this isn't typical because I'm usually up there, and lately I've had the Zeke cam, so both of us will be there. But I figured since I'm just not feeling good, and once in a great while I will just do audio, but I figured I could still have Zeke's cams up there. So, but normally it's me and Zeke. Normally it was me, and then I added Zeke cam when he's with me, so it'll be both of us. But just so you know, I'm normally on video, but I'm glad you're here. Um, Steph, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you. Thank you. You're so nice. You are always super chat or donating every live. I feel like in the last how long you've been doing that. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And that's awesome because these memberships now I'm always happy when I can offer like a perk that people actually are interested in. And I feel like everybody here, since you're here for the Wade stuff, you will be interested in that. Why come on. I'm trying to get this thing off my screen. So yeah. So cool. Thank you. Oh, guess what? StreamYard just offered where I could do, let me try it out. We could do polls right from StreamYard now. Let me try. Hold on. It was a new thing that came up. Hold on, let me see. Um Wait, where is it? Oh, poll, here it is. What do you want me to do? Let me do one. I want to see how it shows up. What? I'll just do what? Oh, well, I don't even know what to ask. I don't know, but it's an option, so that's good. Singlet? Singlet? What's a singlet? I want to get a Zeke singlet. Wait, what is that? A singlet? I don't know what that is. B, hey girl. That's true. Well, the one poll will be like, well, I guess I could put yes or no. Yeah, you could. There's like multiple choice. Well, we'll read through and something comes to me. Okay, and we'll try it out. It'll come up different than the YouTube poll because it's through StreamYard. So, all right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let me share my screen and see what we got. I'm not gonna share my audio because I don't plan on sharing any videos. I just want to get part 4 read since I'm not feeling the greatest. At least I could do that because I had already redacted enough pages. I actually was redacting some when I was sitting down on the couch. So I was like, you know what? There's content. I could read it, so I don't have to like research anything. It's right there. I don't have to think. I just got to read. Because when you get like dizzy and headache and nauseous, it's like you don't feel like thinking. That was the issue here. Okay, so let me exit out of this stuff. Facebook, exit out. All right. Move this over here, bring up Adobe. Let's get on it. We left off at page 235, which is going to be, wait, 352. July 20th. I'll just start with this one with his dad. Okay. Oh, I forgot I could do like 250, I think, and it's good. Yeah. Take a sip of my coffee. Sound is good, right? The mic. Okay, let me arrange my mic here. So it's all right, here we go. So we're gonna start with we'll start with Steve, his dad. So remember, he's trying to get his dad, his adoptive dad, to make his merch. So I don't does anybody B, do you know B sleuth, I should say. Oh, watermarks. Oh my god. Can I ever remember? That's one thing I cannot remember. Thank you. Yes. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. Hold on. Oh, lordy. Thank you, B. Every time you got me. You always got my back. You always got my back. I'm glad I looked up because I was going to ask you a question. So I looked at your name and I'm glad because I saw that. So what was I saying? Oh, do you know, does his dad have some kind of business or something like on the side? Because why is he, or is he just, that's the one person he knows he could depend on to help with his merch? Like, I'll ask my dad for bracelets and the t shirts and stuff. Wonder if he has like one of those, uh, press silk screen or what are they called for shirts or something. I don't know, but he even talked about like bracelets and stuff. So it just has me curious if like he does that on the side or something, or if it just, hey, let me ask my dad to help me out type thing. I don't know. Okay, we are good to go. Thank you, B sleuth. Thank you very much. Okay. Let me see if you answered though. No idea, to be honest. Okay. I know I probably asked this every time, but every time I've asked in the previous lives, I never got to see what if you answered or anybody answered. But now I see you said no idea, to be honest. I just wear a weird thingy ironically. Really? We should make one that's like making fun of him or something. Okay. Let's do this. So Wade says to her, because he hasn't answered. His dad was not answering him. So he's like, hello. So July 20th, 3:52, Wade to Alexandra says, okay, so babes, I'm filling out my form, but it is on paper only. Then tonight I give to officer, maybe Monday the jail people approve. So when that happens is when for you online it will show that you're approved beneath of my name. So he's talking about visitation. And she says, okay, babe, great. And then he writes to Heidi. Heidi remembers the one with the tattoo on the neck that's going to get the portrait on her forearm. He says to Heidi, okay, so it looks like you're not trying to reply here. So I will stop trying on my side. Oh, wait, you get a little mad? Can't take a little bit of your own medicine? How you ignore everybody for a while, let them stress out. They're doing it to you. Vivian says, babe, I found out about the wedding. It's taking place normally. We can stand opposite. Wait, it's taken place. Normally, we can stand opposite each other. You could even wear normal clothes and we can kiss and hold hands. And Jesse says, on with your dad. So she's saying she's on the phone with Wade's dad. And Wade says back to Jesse, aye, aye, CPN, whatever that means. I don't know. And then Wade to Vivian, he says, what? I'm so excited for this to hold hands and kiss you, baby. That is the best I have ever heard. How did you hear about that? Jesse says, all done. So she's done talking to his dad. And Wade says to Vivian, babe, resend the address on ID and birthday, please. This effing tablet is stupid. Send so I put on this visit on wait, send so I put on this visit list right now. He wants to get her on the visiting list. Vivian says, I listened to a YouTube video of her in the car as I drove to the hotel, and she said all about it. I'm going to take a quick shower and then I'm done, babe. So she's referring to the person talking about being able to get married in jail. It's probably somebody that married somebody in jail or something, and they were able to kiss or hold hands. I don't know. Then Vivian says, oh, she gives her his address. I'm still working on trying to backtrack with her address since, I mean, I have already tried to look her up by the address. I mean, it's a Germany address, so it's hard. Back, when I was trying to sleuth before, I couldn't find anything on it, but I'll try again because I do have at least the address that she gives him, which I don't even know if it's correct. I have actually found it on a map. I seen if that's where she lives in Germany. I see her address because it is a real address that she gives. Now, like I said, is it really her address? I don't know. But maybe if I could put together like a screenshot of a map where I like block out the street names so no doxing, I could kind of show you the area maybe sometime. But yeah, I definitely found it on a map. Alexander says, hey, was listening to music on my phone and just showed off missed calls. Christina says, I took some sexy pics for you, but weekends suck because they don't get approved right away. How are you, love? And then Vivian says, lying in bed, and then a redaction that the jail made. And it says, you can call. Alexandra says, can you try calling? Babe, I received an email from GTL saying visitation was rejected and should contact facility. Did you give already the paper? I'm trying to figure out if it was GTL or the facility who rejected the application. And she says, I want to cry. Wait, what are you saying? So, and then she says, there's a new text who came out on TikTok. Text you sent on 9th of July where you say that you don't text leaves trail and that it's how you are now and that she can download text now or Google voice number. Jesse says, okay, so I have a plan that I'm going to call the jail Monday and ask to speak with medical. And then there's a bunch redacted that they redacted. Jesse says, babe, what's your approximate weight? Then there's what they redacted. And then Alexandra, sorry, this is glitching out. Alexandra says, the last girl who put your text online is from Sweden. Jesse says, I love you so much, and I promise I'm going to figure this all out for you. I told you I have horrible fear of disappointment, and you are the last person I'd want to disappoint. I've got you, baby. Vivian says, call again. I couldn't hear you. Jesse says, I just got a call from jail in upstate New York. I didn't answer it, but I'm confused of who the F would be calling me from there. And then she says, sorry, never mind, disregard. They called my Google phone number and probably thought they were calling a different number. Getting rid of that now, lol. Sorry, I'm done being annoying. Going to cook dinner. Love you and sorry for all the messages. And then she says, 15 minutes after that, she says, I couldn't hear you. So he obviously called her. So there must be some kind of issue with his phone because we saw Vivian said the same thing. I couldn't hear you. Jesse can't hear him. Stephanie says, wait, I know you've probably had lots of messages saying they genuinely want to help and support you, but then they share all the messages onto social media. I 100% would not do this. I don't live in the US, but I've managed to get an American phone number if you prefer to talk over the phone. XXX. And then Vivian says, I don't want to say anything, but 20 minutes are up. Oh my Lord. Jesse says, oh my God, I'm so full, lol. About to head back to the RV to finish Dune. You better have started it so you can be done at a decent time and we can talk tonight. I want to do more questions. I'm going to look up some more, but I want to hear more about your tattoos. And I just want to remind you how much I love you. So I guess I'm taking from that they're watching this show together, Dune, maybe? Is that what you guys are taking? So she's like, watching it together so they could talk about it. So she's saying, you better have started it, right? Or maybe she's talking about started the question. I don't know. Um, Vivian says, hello. Jesse says, sorry, guys, this is glitching again. I don't know why. Adobe is. Jesse says, I keep freaking forgetting to ask. Did you submit the visitation form last night? And I want to come to your hearing on the 27th. I'll figure it out with my tattoo appointment, but I want and need to see you even if it's from afar. So remember, she has the tattoo appointment the 27th, the same day as his sentencing. So, wait, did I miss something? Okay. Okay, so Wade to Alexandra says her name question mark. So he's trying to get that person's name who's from Sweden who is sharing their text message. And Alexandra says, her name was not posted, just text from July 9th, and that she's from Sweden. Like, how many girls from Sweden you have? I don't text. Leaves trail. That I don't. So this is what he had said to her. So she's showing him. I don't text. Leaves trail that I don't want to be had around. It's how I am now. You can download app, text now, or get a Google Voice number. Pics come fast. I should see today or tomorrow morning. That was the text you sent her on July 9th, 1:15 p.m. And Alexandra says, and then she says, I told you I got a mail saying rejected and wanted to know if it's from the app or from the jail. Maybe I need to get verified or something. I don't know. You should know better. And then Wade says, I deleted it all on July 12th. So he's trying to say he deleted all the girls. Liar, liar, liar. And Alexandra says, well, then I don't know now. Girls are tricky. They don't give names. I just know she's from Sweden. Guess next step, they'll record your voice calls since there are no more messages to show off around and get attention. And then Jesse says, promise last message because I know you should be watching Dune. Oh, it was that. Okay. So they're watching this Dune together. I don't even know what that's about. But anyway, I know you should be watching Dune, but I just found on TikTok Shop that someone is advertising selling a book about you. It's on Amazon too. Trying to figure out how I can report it because not sure how they will write a book about you without knowing speaking to you. And also, F them if you won't get money from it. LOL. Susa B says, so there's an email going around at the moment, dated, so she's talking about the same thing, July 9th, sent at 1:15 p.m. by you to someone maybe from Sweden. In the email you said I don't text as it leaves trails. Download Text Now app. Then you said pics should come pretty quick today or tomorrow. Whoever that person is, delete them or ask them why they're sending your emails to Emma, who is the person who is posting all your communication with the other girls, etc. Be careful. Next, people are going to try and record your phone calls. So keep it PG rated. Ha ha ha. That's crazy because this is a different person. And Alexandra basically said the same thing. Like, be careful. They're going to start recording your phone calls next. Anyway, maybe you don't talk to this person, but just wanted to give you a heads up. Everyone is making shit up on how you are talking to them. I am laughing. It's funny to read and watch. Haha. But always know our communication is private and you can trust me. And Alexandra says, I told you, I got a mail saying rejected and wanted to know if it's from the app or from the jail. Maybe I need to get verified or something. I don't know. You should know better. Do you still want to sort this video visiting out or not? I can't do everything by myself all the time. So she's trying to get an answer from him because he's not answering about that rejection thing. Got Haley saying, I have some things I want to say. Maybe talking on the phone would be better. Saw a video the other day of you and I can't get it or you off my mind. And it's got me feeling some kind of way, if you know what I mean. I can also send you more money too if that 150 the other day wasn't enough. Wow. And then we have Wade is responding back to Alexandra finally. And he says, nah, babe, you got rejected only because you're not actually yet on my list. And so it rejects you beneath my name since you aren't on my list. But once my list gets approved on Monday, then you can try that again and it will show you are approved. And Alexander says, okay, because I read somewhere that I must call via path first to delete, and only then I can re-add because I can't delete you at the moment. Also, I've seen on one of your TikTok fan page that they want to do a t-shirt with you or something like that. This is what you were talking about earlier, question mark? That appeal lawyer I saw in the comment, it's like 20 to 40,000 for the appeal. See, he's getting his beard ready. He's so cute. Look at my boy. I'm just using this time to take a sip of coffee while we watch him. Oh gosh, this is so annoying. This thing, I can't get these things to stop popping up. I got a couple good sips of coffee in. Got to see my boy. He's very cute. Okay. So she's saying the appeal lawyer is about 20 to 40,000 for the appeal. Try maybe like 100,000. What was it, like 50,000 down payment or something? Or what do they call that? What is the term for it? Retainer? All right, so Susie B says, so update. I think that chick's name is Storm. Not sure if you talk or don't anymore, but apparently is doing a live on TikTok tomorrow. Haha. You making all these girls famous. I will keep an ear and eye out and let you know if I hear anything else. Sorry bombarding you with messages. We'll send you a pic. Don't sell it. Or if you do, get a good price at least. So that was Susie B. We got Vivian saying, babe, really, can you call? I have a bad feeling. And Wade responds to Vivian pretty soon after she said, I have a bad feeling. In 3 minutes, he responds and says, I called. Are you okay? And Jesse says, enjoy the rest of the movie. Call me when you're done. I want to talk to you one more time tonight. I love you. Camille says, I miss you, babe. You need anything, love? Riley. So Riley, if you guys remember, she's the one, her Gabby, aka Riley, aka Gabby. I don't know why she goes by her kids. I don't know. She goes by this other name, but her name's Gabby. She actually was talking to Wade like way before all these girls, like way before his trial. She was talking to him, and they were engaged. You know, supposed to get married. She got a tattoo also of him. I think he gave her a ring. I'm pretty sure that he had her dad bring her a ring, right? I'm pretty sure he got her a ring sometime. And then she felt kind of like betrayed in a way because now, you know, she talked to him when he didn't really have anybody or he just had not that many, you know, he didn't have as much support. And then all of a sudden the trial happens and he's on, you know, the trials on, Law and Crime and whatever stations it was on. And now, you know, he's got this big, all these women wanting him and he kind of stopped. I mean, he still talked to her a little bit, but he kind of, you know, he had all these other women, so he wasn't really giving her as much attention as he was. So she's, you know, she starts getting a little bit like, wait a minute, like, now Now that you got all these people, you're just gonna like ditch me or whatever. But yeah, so that's her. Um, I actually never heard. If I have, I don't remember. But supposedly the phone calls are up on phone calls from prison with Gabby. I don't remember hearing those. If I did, it was a while ago. But I remember when I released the Gabby stuff on Patreon, people were like, "Oh, yeah, that's Gabby. There, she was on talking about him on the phone calls and stuff." I'll have to go back and try to find it, but she is in some of the phone calls from prison released, I guess. Anyway, so Gabby Riley says, "So when you called in the morning, you said you were going to call me back, but you never did. Honestly, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells here because I don't want to say something that you're not want to hear and delete me again. But after all you do, what are you expecting me to do? I would like some honesty. I feel I deserve it. I feel like I never did you wrong. Also, not saying you did in a way. Also, not saying you did in a way. You're a man at the end of the day, and you know you are going to do what you want to do. Because I told you many times, if you really want me anymore, just tell me and break my heart. Oh no, if you don't want me anymore, just tell me and break my heart that way, and break my heart that way and being honest. Oh, where am I at? Shoot. Why am I having trouble reading this? Okay. I told you not to play with my feelings. What hurts me the most is not even a month before all this, I got a ring. Oh, yeah. There we go. Must not. I did read these before as I was redacting, but I was probably missed some stuff because read them kind of fast because I knew I had to read them over anyway, but okay, so yeah, and I remember that because the reason I remember is because the pictures in the kiosk, and I had individualized her text, and um, I remember the pictures where she took a picture of like the ring on her finger, and I think there was something written. You know what? I gotta find that. Hold on, I could find that because I could show her hand. Hold on a second. Hold on, give me 1 second. I might as well that we're talking about it. Hold on, give me 1 second. 1 second. You guys can look at Zeke for a minute. He's up sleeping. Okay, kiosk. No. Hold on. Already on Ko-Fi. So what was her name? Gabby. I think I have it under Riley. Hold on. Hold down. Riley. Maybe I do have it under Gabby. Oh, maybe I just have it on Patreon and not on. Hold on a second. CD. I guess I only had it on Patreon and not Ko-Fi yet. I must not have put it on back on Ko-Fi. Okay, Patreon, Gabby. I have file for each one, so I was keeping track on who I had on what. So I wanted to show you like the ring and stuff, and I think there was like a note or something. Here it is. Okay, hold on. Here, I found her file at least. All right. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. I think there's two files, but hopefully there's something on this one I could show you with her ring because there's a few pictures of her. And she's the one, she had kids. She would send pictures of her kids to Wade and her mom and dad and like her whole family. So yeah. Crazy, huh? Crazy. Okay, is this her? Hold on 1 second. Oh, he got up. Oh, this is a good time to do this since he's barking anyway. Wait, is that it? Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find the ring, and because I swear there's a message on it. I mean, she sent him a lot of pictures, but she calls him her master. I love you, my master, on some of these. But since it's face, Yeah, I love you, my master. Wow, I love you, Wade. Like, you know, you could put a text with the picture for kiosk pictures. Um, I don't, I don't know. I had two files for her, so that's why it's because she sent so many. Sorry, guys. Here's her other file. Hold on. Oh, here's okay. So I could show you a few of these. Here we go. So, yes, this one just has her hand. Hold on. Wait, let me do one at a time. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I got him. So it's kind of worth it to see some of the stuff that goes along with what she sent him picture wise. Unfortunately, I wish I could show them all, but okay. So here is this. So she had sent this to him, a kiosk picture, and she says, I love you, Wade Wilson, Miss soon to be Mrs. Wilson. We're engaged. They are engaged. Unfortunately, I don't have a date of when this was sent, but I do know she was talking to him and engaged way before this big craze. What is my title? I forget what I made my title called. Oh, I think it's on the thumbnail. But yeah, before all that. So, but now he don't really want her. I mean, he still does make sure he keeps in somewhat contact with her, but I'm sure not like he used to. But yeah, so we have that. Hold on, let me bring up another one. Give me 1 minute. I wanted to show you this one. So this is her, and then she has uh the Joker and what's her name? I'm thinking of her real name, but what is the character name? Oh my lord. It's the one everybody compares themselves to. Here's her come on, Bubba. No, go ahead and sit down there, babe. Why is that though? Hold on a second. Okay, that's good. So yeah, that's her because there's a picture of her face that she sends with that with her tattoo. So oh shoot. I just noticed she has a hidden picture on there. Oh my lord. So here is do I still have it up? Yeah, so that's her way tattoo, which I am confused because you'll see coming um I think we'll end up reading them today, where they talk about she talks about the tattoo on her chest. So I'm a little bit confused if she has two tattoos of Wade, because I mean this is one of hers because I know this is her because um she sends more pictures with her face with the tattoo. So yeah. All right, hold on a second. Quinn, yes. Wait, was that her name? Quinn? So yeah, let me see if there's any more I could share with Gabby or Riley or whatever she wants to be called. Trying to see if there's any other ones that are just like of her hand or something. What is this one? This one is visitation. Okay, so there's a visitation, but this one has her full name and I don't have it blocked out. But let me just tell you what it says. So she sent a kiosk of her visitation, um, where it shows actually inmate visitation privileges have been restricted. So she had a time of February, or wait, March 20th, 2024. She was going to go visit him, right? And it was restricted. So it doesn't look like she could at least that time. So I think she sent it to him, showing him like, look, why does it say, visitation privileges have been restricted? Um, so we have that. Hold on, let me see if there's anything else interesting. I could actually share my screen. Uh, she sent him a lot, a lot. No, I think that's all. Um, She has another picture of her. It says property of Wade Wilson that she put on there. And she put uh, a picture that was dated November 26th at 2023. She has a picture that says, I already read that. I just got in my bed and I forgot to take a picture. I love you, my master. And then she has a picture of her. Um, that reminds me of that. What's her name? I was watching a few of her videos of like a month or so ago, where she's like, my master, like the video she was making of him. What's her name? The one that got out of jail. My lord. Why can't I think of her name? The one that was abused by her mom, or um I know you guys know who I'm talking about. Okay, I think that's about all that they're all everyone has their face. So I was just trying to see if there's any other messages. My love and my everything. Happy 30th birthday, my husband. And then she has picture that she sent that to Wade, and it has a picture of her tattoo, picture of her, picture of her kids, and then some pictures of Wade, with like hearts on them that she kind of turned into cartoonish type things. And there's pictures of rings. It looks like she's probably trying to pick out maybe her engagement ring for him to get, maybe. I don't know. Oh, she says she was choking me at the end. My bangs are getting too long again. Whatever the heck that means. I don't know that choking thing. Maybe you're talking about getting a haircut, then the thing that they put around your neck or something. But all right, sorry guys. I love you, polar bear. So she calls him polar bear, I guess. I, I licked it, so it's mine. Okay. For my love, Wade, with some pictures of her. Like a lot of her family, she sends. For my love, Wade, messy but cute. Me and my, it's my birthday and I do what I want to. Okay, hold on, I'm just reading all the text, but hold on. Okay, I think that's good. I just keep scrolling through more to see if there's anything else, but yeah, that's all. Okay. Oh, let me move this. Now it keeps it over here. Okay, X, 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 X. No. Cancel. Okay, let's continue. See, wait, look at Zeke. He came back up. I love him. What do you want to see, Rooseveltus? Oh, I know. Those ones I know. That was on purpose because I can't, the face. I can't. You guys, I already got so many other things taken down. I can't get all my platforms taken down. I was just trying to tell you what was on them. I can't show them because it's her family and face and stuff. Because it just, I know it's hard to, I've had a channel for what, like over 8 years, almost 9 years. So you kind of learn who is safe to show, who's not, who's gonna cause you trouble. So yeah, I purposely didn't show it. Sorry, guys. I felt safe doing at least her hands. That's why I wanted to show you. And I was just trying to show you like I was trying to just read some of the stuff she wrote on the pictures of her. I wish I could. I mean, there's too much. I mean, they just are very, what is the word? I don't know. They're just a breed of their own where they just will not let it go. The name was, oh, sorry, I thought I put this up because I'm about to read these. The name was Riley. Her real name's Gabby. Um, but for some reason she goes by Riley here. But it's not like she's trying to hide her name because she'll sign it Gabriella. So I don't know why up here she has Riley. Maybe that's her middle name. Um, and then down here, but yeah, it's Gabby. But if you see the name Riley, that's her in the kiosk messages. Okay. So I already read most of this. I think I read, or let's see. So I was reading why she's talking about, she wants honesty. So basically she's saying like, if you don't want to be with me, just tell me. Um, I told you not to play with my feelings. What hurts most is not even a month before all this, I got a ring. I asked myself when I heard your trial if I wanted to be with you, even when I probably will never share a bed with you or get to see you in the morning, wake up to you, or anything about that nature. I still took the decision to stay by you and love you till one of us is not there. Again, I don't want to send you this message, but my head is effing with me every day. I hate the fact that I can't be in any media without seeing you. Even effing, what does that mean? I can't be in any media without, oh, because it was he's everywhere. He was at the time. He's fading out, as far as it was when the trial just happened. And even effing Jack in the Box has some shit with Deadpool. I tell myself every day, why did I have to love you this way? And you couldn't do the same for me. You said I didn't want to talk to you when all I wanted to do is get money. Money don't buy happiness, but I understand what you mean about getting your medical done. Wish I'm proud of you and I'm happy that at least you put your health being first. At the end of all of this, I just want you to tell me, what do you want from all of this? Make me understand what your head is in. Only you control yourself, because I have never tried to. All I do is for you is to understand what others will think about a situation and open your mind a little more. Love, Gabriella. Amanda says, my love, I don't know whether to be mad at you or I don't, or you. I'm mad at you or you. Jail sucks. Or maybe mad at you or the jail sucks. And I don't want to annoy you, babe, if that's the case. Anyway, I love you and I miss you. So remember, he hasn't responded to Amanda for a while, I feel like. So she's like trying to get him to respond. I think it's been a minute, if I'm remembering right. I don't know why he's ignoring her. Jesse says, babes, can we plan before? Haley says, one last thing. Added a few more pictures of me so you'd get a better idea of who you're talking to. I love to talk to you on the phone. Hope sending you a few messages is okay, handsome, but I know you get hundreds, so maybe just hope if one of mine or one of my pictures catches your eye. I just can't get you off of my mind, baby. All of these pictures I've seen of you, especially that gray suit with the blue tie, and then they redacted some stuff. Jesse says, ugh, I guess you aren't calling again tonight. I miss you so, so much. Saskia. Hi, Wade. I just can't get you out of my mind. I think you're the most beautiful man in the world. That's no joke. I would be so happy if you won't answer me. Maybe I can support you in some way. I definitely want it if you want. If you want, I can send you a picture of myself. With love, Sassy. Yong says, wait, I saw your court video for the motion. They dressed you in a red prison jumper and cuffed you. I feel very sad. I hate the sheriff who accompanied you to the court. His attitude was so bad, and it seems that he wanted to hit you. He also pushed you when you recorded your fingerprint on another court. I hate him. Please, Wade. I love you, and I hope you feel love. Don't let them kill you, please, my love. Oh, my lordy. Jesse says, good morning. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the movie last night. Steve, his adoptive dad, responds and says, hi, Wade. I spoke with Jessie Saturday afternoon. We discussed how she could get started and what the vendors need from her. She has my number and will reach out to me as needed. Love you, Dad. Oh, so okay. So I guess maybe he has experience being a vendor and he was just going to show Jessie how to do it, I guess. I don't know. Jesse says, when you wake up, I need workout music for today, please. And thank you. Remember, he picks out her workout music. Wade says, workout music for today equals MO3. Don't know if that's who that is. Maybe you guys do. Jesse says, yay, perfect timing. Just about to start my lift. Love you. Text you when I'm done. Wait, when did? Oh, 40 minutes. Okay. And then Wade responds back to her, says, someone here last night told me that yesterday. I was on YouTube channel of someone famous who covers conservative politics by the name of Brett Cooper. Check it out. I love you. Told me what? Oh no. Vivian says, what is going on? Are you still asleep? Hold on. What is the I want to see something. Perfect timing. Huh. I don't know. Maybe about that MO3, whatever that is. Are you still asleep, Vivian asks? Because he hasn't called her. I want to see, is MO3 like a. Do you guys know what MO3 is? I'm looking it up because. Oh, it's a rapper. He's got to be talking about the rapper. There's a rapper called MO3. Okay. I guess that's who. I don't know. Jesse says, just watch it. LOL. Finishing up legs. I'll let you know when I'm done so you can call me and I'll fill you in. Wait, I thought that was him saying about. Yeah. What is she talking about? Just watch it. I don't know. The Dune, maybe? I don't know. Huh. Jesse says, okay, all done. And then Wade to Vivian. Went to take a shower now, clean up, feeling good, and washed all my clothes. There, LOL. I'm back now and finishing watching my movie Dune 2. To call you very soon, my sweet love. Good morning. How are you doing? So he is watching Dune for his Jesse. And then Amanda's like, Wade, because he's not responding to Amanda for some reason. Vivian says, yeah, then call me when you have time for me. She gets so mad, dude. Jesse says, stop being busy. I miss you. Alexander says, babe, there's a Facebook group with girls willing to search for a lawyer. Jose Angel Baez. They were looking into. He was Aaron Hernandez's lawyer. It seems they want to put up a fundraiser on crowd justice. Are you in contact with a girl named Daniela Hilly? And Vivian says, so how long does the movie go on? And Wade says to Alexandra, no, not at all, babe. But is there a reason that I should be with her? And Jesse says, excuse me, call me back. Done moving my shit and can look into that fundraiser. Alexander says, yeah, she's the one who wants to organize the fundraiser. That's why I wanted to know if you're in contact with her and that she can be trusted. She wants to put up a fundraiser for 10,000. Anyway, if they decide for a lawyer for you and agrees to take the case, I can put money directly to him. And then Wade to Heidi. Heidi, you are close to being deleted. Because she's not responding, I feel like. You're not responding to Amanda, Wade. Alexander says, this is gone wild. Remember the video I told you about when they were saying your last walk before you disappear? They sent it to the facility in fears of your life. Wow, that was what we ended on last live. Remember we went over that? Oh, so I want to correct that because I was reading a message and I think somebody even here said it that live, and you were right. It was, I think it is last hurrah, or hurrah. Yeah, last hurrah. Sounds like, and that makes a little bit more sense. Because when I got to listen to it, just like off my things sometimes sound different off my mic through my headphones. I listen to it downstairs off my phone with my AirPods, and it does sound like they're saying his last hurrah before he disappears. I think that's what he's saying, because I think that's what the prosecutor's saying, because I feel like that makes a lot more sense than him saying his last walk before he disappears, because that's a little bit more scary, saying last walk, because that's like implying like they're going to do something to him soon. Now, last hurrah before he disappears makes a lot more sense, because it's like his last, hurrah. He's going to be on death row or in prison. This is it. He's going to be locked up. So I wanted to correct that. I do agree with who was saying that. I know somebody was saying it in the last live, and I was like, no, that's not what I hear. You were right. Okay. So Vivian says, can you please say something? I want to talk to you. I miss you. I'm so scared that you won't call or write again. And Jesse says, spoke to the visitation and they said to just submit another form, and then I'll call and confirm with them the right form has been submitted. Jesse, she gives her address. Let me know if you need more info. Once you do that, I'll call and let them know the right form has been submitted. She said they will get rid of the old form. Then she says, please don't hate me. I love you and I'm sorry. I should have sent you the new address to make sure. What? Huh. And then Jesse says one more message. She says, for your information, she said the forms hadn't even been brought down yet to them to add visitors. So they probably still have it where you are. Also, small concern with CJ, but I think it will still work. Creating your account now so it can go live tomorrow, which will give me plenty of time to do the description. Alexandra says, there is so much happening. I'm trying to put everything in one place and see what's going on exactly. Apparently, they contacted lawyers. They also contacted Wendy, your lawyer. I'll keep you updated. Meanwhile, on your end, be careful what you say. I don't know if you're talking to some of these girls on the group, but they're talking between them regarding the lawyer thing. And then she says, this is Alexandra. She says, so if you're talking to people, just keep it plain and simple. Speak about you and how you're feeling and how you're worried about your situation, how grateful you are to people supporting you, how you never got so much love and care in your life or whatever. No love stories with randoms, please. Not the time for that now. We need to get you a good lawyer first. Love you. Jesse says, hello, everyone, or however you want to start it. So she's trying to write him his thing here. This is the only fundraising account that is verified and that I endorse. The goal is to be able to afford great legal counsel who will give me a fighting chance. You can also support me through TikTok Shop and PayPal. See description below for information. Thank you for your continued support around the world. Wade Wilson, not sure if you want to add or remove anything, but don't think it needs to be super long. And then she says, this is still Jessie. She says, baby, I know you're pissed at me right now, but I need your message so I can submit your page for review. It takes 24 hours for them to approve it and for it to be active. Wade writes to Michaela and asks for a number. So it's somebody that he just got added. So he's like, number? Oh, my Lord. He's trying to get all the women. Let me just ignore Amanda. Let me ignore Jessie. Hey, Michaela, what's your number? Oh, sorry. Do you want me to go back? I think it's Brett Cooper. You're right, Kay Horsley. Um, we should look him up, see who that is. Brett Cooper. Did anybody look him up? American conservative commentator and actress. Oh, it's a girl. Huh. Wait. Why do I feel like I just seen something on her recently? That's weird. Hold on a second. I'll show you real quick. Well, that's crazy. I did. Huh. Here's her YouTube, Brett Cooper, and that's who he's talking about because it describes it just like he said. Um, I just seen her. That's so crazy, dude. Because I would say the last maybe it might have been about 2 weeks ago. It popped up in my recommended, or somehow I watched a couple of her videos because either it popped up or something. What a small world. Like it's almost like AI or somebody knew I was about to read that or something, or I don't know. It's crazy. Sometimes I'll have a thought of something, not even verbalize it, and they'll pop up. It's like, are they reading my freaking mind? And I know others have had the same experience because I've seen people talk about that on things. It's like, are they reading your mind? Because it's like, it'll just be in my head. It didn't even make it out of my head yet. And all of a sudden, that day or the next day, it'll pop up of something on that person or that thing. But she's got 1.69 subscribers. Wait, I have a question. How is Wade watching her? And how would he be allowed to watch her YouTube? What do they have access to? I wouldn't think. I always was picturing they have access to like a certain group of video movies that they could buy and watch, books. I wouldn't think they could just scroll YouTube. Huh. Gypsy Rose, yes. When I was looking for, you're right. When I was looking for the person where it's like, he's my master, Yes, it reminded me of that Gypsy Rose video where she kept saying, "You're my master, you're my master." Ugh, it's making me sick. Okay, so let me take this down. But that's who he was talking about. Oh, yeah. So Alexander says, oh, let me take this down. She says, babe, they also want to set up a GoFundMe. Can you speak to your lawyer and ask if it is possible? Or do you know anything about that? Because Google says GoFundMe, it's not for those with serious law violations. And then Jesse says, are you at the downtown jail? I'm going to try to call about the form and see if they can update my address or give you a new form and explain why. And Wade says, hello, this is the only. So now he's writing his thing that he's supposed to write to her. Hello, everyone. This is the only fundraiser account that is verified and that I endorse. The goal is to be able to afford great legal counsel who will give me a fighting chance. You can also support me through TikTok Shop and PayPal. See description below for information. Thank you for your continued support around the world. Wade Wilson. And then Wade says, oh, he writes it again. What does he change? Wade Wilson. Okay. So he changed it a little bit where he says, the goal is to be able to afford great legal counsel who will give me a fighting chance. You can support me through TikTok Shop, Wade Wilson Worldwide, and Crowd Justice, crowdjustice.com, case save Wade Wilson. Thank you for your continued support around the world, Wade Wilson. You know what, though? Did I ever look up his, does he still have a Crowd Justice? I don't think I ever looked at it. Well, I don't even know Crowd Justice. I don't know if I ever seen a Crowd Justice. Let's see if he still has one. Crowd Justice. Crowd. Huh. Hold on. Let me see if I could type in his name and see if it's. Does he still have it? Does anybody know? Hold on. Let me see. Wade Wilson. I'll share my screen on that if it comes up. I'm just searching it first. No, nothing's coming up for some reason. Why isn't anything? Like it's not even. Oh, it's still searching. Huh. I don't know if it's gonna make me log in now. Like register, because you could register, but it's letting me search without registering, it looks like. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, guys. No application error. Hold on. I just want to try something. I want to do it by issue. Give me 1 second. It's got to be like a legal campaign, right? Because he's trying to get a lawyer. Huh. Maybe it got taken down. Does anybody know? Huh. Anyway, all right. I want to continue here. Oh, wait. Let me put in save. Maybe I have to put it in like that. Hold on. No, it's not. Probably got kicked off. Yeah. All right. All right. Dalian. What a name. So Dalian says, hi, Wade. Hope you do read the message. I'm Dalian. I'm 29 from South Africa. I've been following your case. Just wanted to say that I'm really standing behind you from afar, really far. Haha. I don't think you're a monster. I see a beautiful soul, in and out. I really hope this all goes well. You have so much support all over the world, and the women can't get enough of you. I get it. Anyway, just wanted to reach out if you need a friend to talk to any day, a stranger. Don't know how much access you have to the internet of whatever to stay in contact with people. Hope to hear back from you, Dalian. Cynthia says, hey, how's it going? My name is Cynthia. I'm from Brazil, and I'm getting in touch, hoping for a response from you so we can get to know each other better. Are you single? And Vivian says, do you even think about me? Because he never responded back or called her, right? And Wade responds back to Vivian and says, I'm all of the time thinking about you, all in caps. And then Vivian says, it doesn't go through, babe. Pending stuff review. You have to write again. And then Jesse says, baby, I need to have TikTok account attached to this shop or it won't show up. I don't really want to create one, but I guess I can for you unless I can attach it to one of the Save Wade Wilson pages. But then I don't know if they have access to the shop. And I don't really want others to have access to our shop info. And then Vivian says, Mr. Wilson, you now have 10 minutes to put the phone away and send me the message again. If you fail to do so, I will be forced to punish you for your misconduct. And the punishment is as follows. And then they redacted it. Yours sincerely, Mrs. Wilson. And then Wade responds to Vivian and says, I said that I'm always thinking of you, baby. I know why it got hit, but what are you doing? Or I don't know why it got hit, but what are you doing? And then Wade to Jesse. He says, I don't know. Attach it to one of those pages, but then that question you stated remains. Or we make a page for myself and deactivate all messages and comments. And then Wade to Vivian. Yeah, right. What the heck are you over there doing in your bikini string? And then Wade to Jesse says, hold on. And then Jesse says, I'm looking into the second option, but not sure if I can deactivate messages. I know you can deactivate comments. Vivian says, I'm lying on the lounger by the pool and drinking a Coke Zero. I'm going to my room in a half hour to take a shower. What are you doing? I made a photo as I lie on the lounger. I lie on my stomach and have photographed so that you see my face. Redaction. And it says, if that goes through, I'll give it a try. Jesse says, figured it out how to turn off everything, and I put your profile as private so people can't follow it unless you want them to. They definitely won't be able to send messages, comment, or tag it in anything. And then Jesse says, is there someone I can send a link to make sure the account shop is showing up now? I can't pull it up on TikTok myself for some reason, so I wanted to see if it's working. And then Wade says, what's the link? And Vivian says, don't be mad. This all belongs to you, baby. Only you. You know, I'm your property. And then Jesse gives Wade the link. And then Riley says, hey, I just wanted to let you know that if you tried to call me or anything, I'm out in Arizona with my mom and my sister. Came to see my mom's land. It was a bitch to get here, but it's beautiful. I found some natural rocks. Jesse says, should we put something on the back of the Save Wilson shirts? Or Save Wade Wilson? Like, abolish the death penalty? I'm thinking of other things too. Vivian says, I'm already going to the room. I'm on my way. I don't want you to be mad at me. I'm looking forward to 4, babe. I love you so much. Wade to Jesse says, I want picture with the Save Wade Wilson shirt on. On the back, I don't know. The pic on the front should be more of one of me looking kind of sad, not grinning. Oh my. Oh, Cat Mouse, thank you for gifting. I'm just seeing this now. Are you still here? Thank you. You a rock. Let's get a close up of Dee. Hold on. I could do it like this. Oh, how cute. You can't deny that's a precious little face. He's so tired. He's a tired boy. He is a tired boy. Oh, my mom's sneezing. I almost want to try to um do this so I can make him. Hold on. What about that? That's pretty good, right? That's even good, but this is pretty good. Can you still see him good? Let's do it like that. Wait, which one is this? Is this one? Okay. Anyway, so he's like, he wants to make him look sad. Why it's sad on there? Wade says to Vivian, I want my pictures. And yeah, that's right. Take your little G string butt back to the room. LOL. I love you. And then Wade to Jesse. And the page URL is active. Yes, and shows the blank design. So I don't know. They redacted that. I wonder what they redacted. Like something design? What would they have redacted? Jesse says, okay, great. I'm trying to figure out how to add different sizes on it so people can order correctly. It's not nearly as easy as it sounds, LOL, FML. Understood with the Save Wage shirt, babes. What's the FML stand for again? I forget. Jesse says, I figured it out. Yay. Uploading the rest of the shirts now. And Vivian says, babe, what's wrong? Are you mad at me? Sounds like it. Oh my lord. And Wade says, no, babes, I'm not mad at you. I was only joking in the last text about taking your butt to the room. You are so good to me. I don't get mad at you like that. How was it out by the pool laying out, baby? Feel good? And then Vivian says, yes, I could have slept, lol. And then something redacted. And then Wade says, one day that will be true. And then more redacted. So I just wonder what they're redacting because they let so much of the like sexual talk through. I mean, think about some of the stuff we read, some of the stuff that was on uh phone calls from prison Patreon that she got from them. So like what are they redacting here? You know, what could be worse than what they let through? It's got me so curious. Because you could tell that this is like something that they're saying that what they want to do to each other, I feel like, but I don't know. Jesse says, please do not have anyone post this yet until I get all the products on there. I just don't want orders coming in already when I'm not ready, lol. Wade to Alexandra, he sends her that TikTok link. I don't know why I have to go see why I redacted it. Maybe there was a name or something in it. I have to look. That part. I mean, all the other ones, you could tell which ones I redact and which ones they're redacting because of normally mine look like that, perfect square, but with this batch, I have to do it with a pen and scribble it because the way they're saving it, it's annoying. Wade to Alexander, do not share the page yet. It isn't finished, but wanted you to know. So, because Jesse's like, don't tell him not to share. So he sends it to Alexander, says, don't share yet. Vivian says, oh, yes, baby. And one day we'll do it too. We'll get you out of there. And then we'll have fun and travel a lot. I'm not touching myself. I'm waiting for you to do that, baby. I'm worried about the phone account. I'm afraid I won't be able to top up any more money. I've tried 10 more times now, but it's not working. But I'll get it right. Wade to Jesse. Okay, babe, not yet. What's the court justice link? And then Wade to Jesse. Oh, question mark. She doesn't respond. Look, he can't even wait. I mean, 3:39 p.m. So we're on July 21st. He says, "What's the court justice link?" He waits 8 minutes, and he's like, "Question mark." Think about how long he makes people wait. Like, chill out, and he's making people wait, and then he can't even wait 10 minutes, and he's like, "Hello." Anyway, yeah, I copied and pasted that, and nothing comes up. I bet you they don't have it up anymore. The crowd justice link page or whatever. So she gives that to him. And then Wade to Alexandra. So Wade gives Alexandra that crowd justice link. And Alexandra says, it's not opening. Do you know the TikTok name? And Wade says, gives the crowd justice link again. And he says, it should open. I had another check for me and it worked. The store name is Wade Wilson Worldwide. That reminds me of the Step Brothers Worldwide. Or wait, what was it called? Oh my God, what was their they're on the boat, they wreck the boat. I can't think of anything ever when I'm live. And then you guys have to help me. I'm sure somebody will write it in here. Penelope, thank you for being here. Oh, thanks, Steph. Oh, that's what it means. Thank you. Okay. I did not know that. I know, me too, Horsley. Me too. I know I always say this when we talk about this, but when I was in Colorado, I didn't have cable at one point. It was with living with Randy. We watched that video over and over and over because it just, we watched a few videos over and over. That was one we repetitively watched because it was so good. Another one was, uh, um, oh my Lord, Anchorman. Loved it. And then we would watch Holiday. There's a few Holiday was a different time frame that we watched. That was when we were still in the first apartment and didn't have cable at one point. Step Brothers was like a couple years after that where we didn't have cable and we watched it over. So funny. So funny. Okay. So Wade says to Alexandra, play around though with the link code I gave you and it will work. And then Alexander says, two of your messages after you sent the TikTok link are saying pending staff review. So don't know what you sent. Wade says, Cord Justice is the site name. And then case Wade or save Wade Wilson. So he purposely misspelled that. I know that because I think he's thinking the court justice is triggering the review. So he spelled it wrong on purpose. I guarantee Cord to thinking that, oh, maybe it's the court. But anyway, then Wade to Alexander says crowd, or crowd justice, sorry. Crowd justice. Or maybe he did accidentally, because at first I was thinking that was court, but if it's crowd, that wouldn't make sense. Why would that trigger? So he probably did just accidentally do it. But you know from YouTube when it will reject into spam, like we're always trying to think of creative ways of saying it so it doesn't reject it. It's ridiculous. Alexander says, yes, this one I told you in a message about it, but the girl said it's a preparation, so it is ready. What? What is she even talking about? Oh, Danielle. So she's talking about the crowd justice. Okay, the one I told you in the message about. But the girl said it's in preparation, so it's ready. So she's like, is it ready already? Amanda. So he still hasn't responded to Amanda. So Amanda says, well, I'm not sure if you don't want to talk to me or if something is going on again. And I'm just worried. I just want to make sure you're good and not in trouble. I go from talking to you every day and then not hearing from you, babe. I hope to hear something. I sent you pictures yesterday. So if we do talk or not, at least you have something good to look at. And then Wade to Alexander says, no, this is one of my people making, not the girl. That's me. And it is pending. Should be up tomorrow for the court, Jay. Or is it court justice? I don't know. Maybe I was right. Wade to Alexandra. TikTok page is mine also. Did you find the store? Wade to Vivian. Sec baby, speaking to my dad. He's such a liar. So he's talking to Alexandra. And he's like, Sec babe, talk to my dad. Marina says, I know you don't want to text, but I want you to trust me that our conversations won't go on social media. I'm not even sure if you're receiving these messages, but she gives the number is my number if you need someone to talk to. I know this is extremely hard for you, but you deserve support. I sent you messages before, and like I said, I don't even know if you got them. 2 were on here, then pen me, but I'm Marina, and I'm here to support you. This is genuine, and you can trust me. I give you my word. None of this will be posted. I ain't about the 15 minutes of fame. I hope you're doing well. Wade to Jesse. Need for you to go to myjailcanteen.com and order for me $100 of protein powder, not protein bars. And then another one to Wade, and then he writes another one to Jesse and said, or it's jailcanteen.com. I don't know. What did he say the first time? Myjailcanteen.com. Okay. Alexandra says, looking with Wade Wilson worldwide, yes. I found the page, but not the link, not by the link. It has no followers, no posts. I guess this is the one. And then she says, when I go by the link, it says product not available in your country region, even though I switched up IP addresses between Europe and US and says the same. the page on Crowd Justice, I guess tomorrow, right? And then she says, okay, so with the US IP address is opening, unfortunately not with Europe IP. Tell the person to make it global. You got many people supporting you in Europe because here DP doesn't exist. So people are totally against that. Vivian says, really? Question mark about, because she knows he's lying about talking to his dad. Really? And then Alexandra says, also the message with blank. I don't know if can go to general public. Something like justice for Wade or save Wade. It's just an opinion. So maybe you can add these two also with justice and save or something. But as you wish, I was just saying. And then Jesse says, I'm going on Instagram to try to find a sad photo of you, lol. FYI, I saw a video recently made where they are still calling that girl your fiance. Bah ha 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 ha. And then, oh shoot, hold on. And then she says, oh, I get why. They're posting letters you wrote last July where you said she's your fiance. LOL. Thought she was just some girl, question mark. Cool. Getting off my computer for now. I'll work on stuff later. Alexander says, anyway, the best thing I believe you will have with the fun page is it should work pretty good because everybody saw the incompetence of your lawyers. And then another one from Alexandra says, also a mug with your pretty face on it. I drink my coffee every morning while seeing you on that mug. Okay, sorry, I'm drinking. What? Who's Trent lives Shauna? Hey, Chris Lowe, what are you meaning? Who's Trent? Who's Shauna? I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, this is Trent? But what is, I'm in love with Tyler Robinson too. Wait, why does that sound familiar? Tyler, who's Tyler Robinson? I'm trying to think. Oh. Prestige Worldwide. Yes, Casey, that's what I was trying to think of. Oh, you guys are just messing. What the heck? Oh, now I'm seeing your previous things. Yeah, we got mods. Get rid of them. They're definitely trolls. They're saying some whacked out stuff, and it's not just an opinion. I mean, they're purposely trying to troll the chat. That's unacceptable. Casey, will you get them? I think. I mean, am I exagger? I mean, I'm not misunderstanding this, right? I feel like they're purposely saying, yeah, they're talking about kids and loving and bond. Yeah, that's. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that was Tyler. Yeah, okay. I knew that name sounded familiar. Yeah, I forgot because I haven't thought about that case in a minute. Um, are you guys? Is any? I need some input, guys. What do you guys think? Okay. All right. Well, I guess when you said about the little kids and the BOMB, like that's what made me think, wait, they're just trolling. Well, why are you saying that though? That wasn't really cool, but I guess you could stay, but I don't talk about, I don't know. I'm pretty lenient on what I let people, but that just seemed like you guys were just trying to cause an issue. But I mean, if you're saying you're not, yeah, I'll give you another chance. But maybe who's Trent though? That's what I'm confused. Who was that Trent person in there? Not Trent, the Chris. Maybe it was Chris that. Oh, it was Chris that said that. Oh, wait. I don't know. Who's Chris then? Trent. Who's Chris? Are you friends with that Chris? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna continue. I don't know what's going on. Alexander says, also a mug with your pretty. Oh, yeah. Talking about drinking it. Okay. I already read that. Oh, well, because that Chris Lowe person who was talking about I love Trent, he was bringing Trent you up, I think. Yeah, he was talking about you. He keeps. That's why I thought you knew Chris, because he's actually saying your whole name, saying about. Go look what that Chris Lowe said about you, Trent. I thought you guys were like a team coming in to kind of like troll us because you both came in at the same time. Okay, so Jesse says Sigrid replied to me. Time to start that friendship. LOL. Who's Sigrid? Sigrid. Sigrid. I don't know. Vivian says, babe, I Googled it now. I have to call Connect Network tomorrow. If I keep trying to top up the money, they will block me completely and forever. So I'll drop it now and call tomorrow. I love you. And Wade to Alexandra. This isn't working for the TikTok page with the US IP address. I think he meant to. Oh, he's asking. Okay. Alexander says, I can see the page only when I use USPI address. As soon as I disconnect from VPN app and I try to access from Europe, it's not loading. Same product unavailable in your country region. Wade says, are you talking about the TikTok or the other site? She says, TikTok, babe. And Wade says, wonder if I need to make two accounts, one for US and one for Europe. And Alexander says, oh, look what I found. TikTok Shop is available only in the UK, America, and some Southern Asian countries. So that's why. You should do one for UK and one for US. And Vivian says, can you call Miss You? I don't understand because isn't Vivian having issues with putting money on for to call or for him to call? Like, why does she want to use it up if she, you know what I'm saying? And then she wants him to call, but then she won't be able to put money on, so she can't ever figure. I mean, I know she's from a different country. She's they have the language barrier that I think is an issue where she's, translating as she goes. I feel like, well, I guess she does talk to him in English and on the phone, but there's definitely a language barrier. She's not understanding a lot. She's not very technological. um, she's not very good with like any technology type thing. So she doesn't know how to do anything. So like she can't figure out how to do stuff, but I'm sure if like Alexandra seems pretty tech savvy, she'd probably be able to do it no problem. So it's like it's so frustrating for Wade. It's funny because Wade, the way you treat people. Anyway, Jacqueline says, hey, Wade, how are you? Here in Germany, there are many people involved in your case, and we're all trying to help you because some things are very strange and don't fit together. A lot has already been discovered. I would be very happy to receive an answer from you. Kind regards, Jackie. Take a sip of this. You know what I was thinking? Because I was like, why do so many people from Germany like, or the Wade wives love Wade? Like, what was it that like attracted them somehow that all these women from Germany are like somehow finding Wade and are attracted to him. Do you guys think? I was just thinking the other day, it might, I mean, call me crazy and maybe it has nothing to do with it. But then a thought came to my head that I never thought of before. Do you think it's because of that tattoo he has on his head? If you think about it, do you think that has something to do with it? Because it's like, why is it? He has this a ton of women from Germany that are just obsessed with him. A lot of his fans or his wives are from Germany. Why is that? Why are they all coming from Germany? And I mean, I never really found an answer. And then the other day, I don't know, I would just popped up in my head. I'm like, dude, I wonder if that's why. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I mean, it might not have anything to do with it, but it just popped up. Any thoughts on that, guys? Yeah, but I mean, German, yeah, but he's not from Germany. You know what I'm saying, though? I mean, a lot of people have some German in them, but they don't, like it's not like I don't know. I don't feel like there's probably a lot of people here that you wouldn't even know. right? I don't know. It doesn't make sense why, like, why is it maybe like, was that trial played in Germany? Like, 'cause you know how sometimes, there's certain countries that can't even get the trial? Were they even able to watch it? Because I don't even think they even watched that trial, a lot of it, because they weren't even a lot of those women were like, "Oh, they didn't know anything about the case." So what was it? Like, how did all these women from Germany find him? I don't get it. So that's I don't know, just popped in my head about his tattoo, and maybe that was some kind of attraction for these women. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. It was just a thought, guys. Like I could be totally off base. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. Um, it might be just random, and maybe it was just a random thing. I don't think it's because he's German, because it's not like he's I could see if he's like actually like from Germany, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like there's probably tons of men that are part German, and nobody would be able to look at him and be like, "Hey," you know what I'm saying? It's not like he identifies. I don't know. I mean, he probably does to them to try to make himself more relatable to them, but I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, don't let me take this back. Don't I'm not saying what I'm saying, and I'm not saying that I'm saying any everybody from Germany is would be attracted to that or like that. I'm not saying that. No, no, I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying maybe the section of people that are the women that are following him and that are attracted to him could be like a minority. You know what I'm saying? Could be there could be something there is all I'm saying. But don't take what I'm saying that I'm saying I can't talk right now. That I'm saying like everybody from Germany they would like that tattoo or anything like that. That's absolutely not what I'm saying. But I'm trying to figure out would there be like a group of certain type of people from Germany that would be attracted to that? Absolutely. So is that the type of people he's attracting? They saw I don't know. I have no idea. But um uh or maybe it's nothing. Maybe it was just a random thing, but it's just weird because he does have a ton of support. There was this video I haven't played yet. It's like I think it's like 45 minutes long, and I was gonna play it on one of my review tapes, but it's this long thing where it's like all these support these people are talking about um supporting him and all the support he has, and there's so many, like most of them are from Germany, and it's like a lot of them. And then you could see just from following the case, it's like, what, why? There's a phenomenon in Germany with weight. Like, what is going on? Um, yeah, it might not. Wait, what does this mean? FYK, FYW, and FY? What is that? I know. No, I'm not saying it's not just Germany. That's not what I'm saying. See, I feel like I don't know. I feel like people are going to take what I said the wrong way. It doesn't mean that yeah, that could happen in any country, but is there like a part that he was attracting in Germany that somehow it got out to them that there's I don't know, there's like a heavy exposure of him of somehow of people in Germany, maybe through YouTube, TikTok, that somehow the algorithms are pushing it to people. I mean, they're seeing it. Like why? Like why are all these women? Because I mean, you can't support him without not knowing about it, right? And I could ask, I swear to God, if I went up and asked 10 random people out and about that I see out and about, I bet you maybe one person would be like, maybe lucky. One person would have even know who Wade Wilson is. It's not like, yeah, it seems like everybody knows, but not really. No. So it's like, is he being pushed out to, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's weird. Okay. Um, and I know it's not just Germany as far as both things, like as far as like the tattoo aspect of it, or it's not just Germany that of women that like Wade. But there, if you do statistically, you're going to find a heavy amount of most of the women that he had. If you take everybody, maybe not now that are still supporting him, but if you go and just find every Wade wife that he had so far in this whole history, and you do percentages from where they're from, I bet you the majority is going to be from Germany. Don't you think? Yeah. Okay, so let's continue. So Vivian says, please call, babe. And Jesse says, she took my name, address, information, and said that when they process the paper, they will make sure to update it to the new address. She said if it's wrong to call back visitation and they can update it too. Yay, I can't wait to see your face. And then Wade says, only available in US, UK, and some Asian countries, TikTok. So we do a store for all. So like, I bet you that hurts Jessie right now. She's like all excited. She's like, yes, I'm gonna get to see you. I talked to her. They got my address. We're all good to go. And he's just thinking of something else. Don't even care. He's just thinking about this TikTok thing now. It's only available in US and UK and some Asian countries, TikTok. So we do a store for all. And then Jesse says, yes, I saw that it's not available everywhere. I can do an Etsy account, and I'm 99% sure it's international too. Going to look into it after dinner. Would we have two pages then? One on TikTok and one on another platform? Might be a little hard to manage, but I'm sure I could figure it out. And then Wade says, multiple TikTok accounts, different countries. He's asking a lot of people. Money, he asks, Jesse's very valuable to him because she's putting in the time and all the labor, like the manpower, basically, of all the research and all the work that needs done. She might not have a lot of money, but she is valuable in that way. And then, other certain people are valuable because of money. Just different things, how they could help him, huh? Jesse says, back in the RV for the night. I looked up the TikTok stuff too, so I have an update there. And she says, just create an account for your legal fees through another platform fundraiser. Just waiting for it to be approved. I was able to attach a PayPal account. Um, and Alexandra says, there are 3 pages on GoFundMe for your case. Was any of your friends GoFundMe and not the other one? Was it any of your friends? Question mark. GoFundMe and not the other one, Crowd Justice? Wade says, those accounts are not my friends, scams. And Vivian says, call me. Baby, you're too late. Call me. Babe. But I thought before that she was saying how they would talk, like, I thought later, like another day. I was thinking because she was trying to figure out the phone stuff. And so then another one for Vivian. I'll give you another 10 minutes or I won't answer my phone. Who's more important now? You say you'll call 10 minutes later, and that's already 20 minutes ago. Jesse says, I don't know what happened. Call me back. So obviously he's talking to Jesse. And lied to Vivian, said he was talking to his dad, or like at least earlier he said that. Jesse says, don't you dare leave me hanging. Call me. Well, she has a LOL. So, and then she says, don't piss me off. LOL. That's Jesse. And then another one from Jesse saying, excuse me, sir. And then another one for Jesse saying, well, damn, okay then. And they redacted something. And then another one from Jesse. She says, everything okay? Another one from Jesse. She says, okay, cool, great, thanks, appreciate it. It's a effing lot. LOL. Or appreciated a effing lot. LOL. Yeah, that's rude. He's like, oh yeah, we need a account for each country. And then he just ignores her. And then Jesse says, will you at least message me that everything's okay? I'm a little worried now. And he doesn't even respond about her visiting, but he was talking to her on the phone, I think. So, because she was talking about how she got it all figured out and he never responded to it. Then Wade to Vivian, for you always make me feel like the entire reason that I finally understand myself because you are me and I can understand you without even having to think about it. I love you. For you, oh my God. For you, when you laugh, making me feel like you're like not a single thing else in the world exists besides us. I love you. And for you being the reason why I sometimes stay awake at night before being able to go to sleep. And yet all and yet all I do want is to fall asleep faster so I can wake up back with you again. I love you. For you always making me feel like the entire reason that I finally understand myself because you are me and I can understand you without even having to think about it. Are you saying that she is him? Okay. Vivian says, "Oh my God, baby, I love you. I have the feeling that you and I are really connected. I can't imagine life without you anymore, and I'm glad I took this step. I'll take care of everything tomorrow and hope we can talk on the phone again as normal. Good night, baby. Sleep well and dream of me. I love you so much. You are everything to me, my life." Susie B says, "Hey Wade, how was your day? Night. I had a dream about you. Haha. Anyway, is there another platform to email? You don't send anything via here to me. I also sent a pic, but it's in review. That was me last weekend in Sydney, drinking wine. Anyway, hope you have a good sleep." Now we're at July 22nd. Brittany says, "I'm sure you have tons of these, so I've seen, but I would really like to talk to you. I don't know how all this shit works anymore. I've been out for 13 years. Like sending pics, etc. I feel a connection to you. I'm sorry you've been hurt and this world has failed you. I have so much to talk about, but chances are you won't even see this, so I'll save for now. Pray for you. Praying for you. Good night. Feel free to call, write, email." And then she sends her phone number. Jennifer says, "I didn't know if you would accept this request, so I tried sending a message and photos with Penmate. I guess they are mailing it now, so you should get that later in the week. I just want to say I'm not here to blast messages on TikTok. I don't even have an account. My cat does. I want you to know that I'm not here for any of that. I've been fascinated by you and your case, so I just wanted to reach out and say hi and maybe start a friendship. Hope to hear back from you. Jenny." Felice says, "Hey, Wade, this is Felice, pronounced Felice. LOL, Turkish name. But I'm reaching out to say hello and just wanted you to know I'm supporting you. I don't care about your past or what's even going on. I'm here to get to know you. I'm here to get to know who you are today as a person. I know you have tons of other supporters, lovers, LOL, trying to support you as well. And chances of you even getting this is slim, but it's worth a try. I did write you a letter, sent some pics with it. You might get it sometime this week if the facility doesn't reject it for whatever reason. I've been checking the email every day to see if it comes back because in less than 2 weeks, I'm going away for a couple weeks. So I don't want it to just sitting there. I guess I'll keep my fingers crossed and hope to hear from you. You keep your head up." Dorian says, "I feel very comfortable writing to you, writing to an inmate on the other side of the world, and my message may never be read and may never be answered. You have a lot of fans, but I'm not one of them." Wait, who is this? Dorian. "I saw your entire trial, and for the past few weeks, I've had trouble sleeping because your look reminded me of a familiar look. I'm not writing to tell you that you're beautiful, that I dream of living a love story with you, or I don't know what. In reality, I am married and my husband would not understand my approach, a part of my demons. I'm writing to you because I would like to talk about what you have deep inside you. Nothing more. I researched your childhood, and when you changed, I don't know if you killed these. I researched your childhood and when you changed. I don't know if you killed those two women, and I actually don't care. I'm not here for that. Your look struck me, the look of a sociopath, control freak, who feels the need to show that he is powerful and strong. But deep down, aren't you just a child who felt like you never fit in? A child who always felt like he was never good enough to deserve the love of others? As we grow up, these thoughts that don't leave us, that don't want to leave our heads, these thoughts that lead to excess anger. But to what extent? I feel like I see myself in your eyes, a person who has everything to be happy, but who is always looking for something to destroy himself, to hurt himself, so as not to hurt others until the day in the head everything explodes. If you want to talk, you can. I'm here to talk with you, not about this murder case, not about whether you're guilty or not. I also looked into how to send money, but I'm lost. Because in France, the prison system does not work in the same way. XO. Vivian says, "Baby, I can't sleep anymore. I tried to top it, but up all the time, but it doesn't work. I also tried calling. You can top up the account via a number, but that doesn't work either. It always tells me the credit card is not accepted. I have an idea if we can't find a solution, but I need your help. I'm going to take a shower and get ready. I've been crying in here for 2 hours now and would have loved to throw my cell phone down the balcony. LOL. Call me when you're awake. I love you so much." Alexandra says, "Okay, let me know when your crowdfunding is up and running." Jesse says, "Good morning, love of my life. I had a dream about you last night." So now we're at 5:57 a.m. Yong says, "Wade, I love you and I hope you had a nice weekend. The sentence date has been delayed to 23rd of August. It's the 27th. I think he's getting confused because it was the 23rd of July. He says, I'm so happy to know you. I'm so happy to know you are fighting for the goal. Please take care, Wade. Never give up, please." Vivian says, "This does not work, baby. He still tells me my credit card is not accepted. You want to ask Todd? He just needs to create a new account. Get my phone number and charge the money I sent him on PayPal." Um, if Todd says yes, I'll buy a new number and send it to you. That's all he has to do with it. But babe, I won't be able to talk to you for 1 to 2 weeks, not even a day. I'll still go to the bank later, but I don't think they'll just issue me a credit card. And if they do, it'll take a few days. You tell me what we should do. I love you. Alexander says, "You should have a male friend to advocate for you and be your voice because there are many accounts people don't know anymore what is yours and what is not." And then another one from Alexander says, "Or a recorded interview, something official that comes right from you." Another one from Alexandra says, "In the support group on Facebook, people asking if anyone talked to you recently, and I can't say anything because I don't know how they'll react after, you know?" Wade writes back Alexander and says, "Do you have any design ideas for shirts, etc.? That would include pictures and or words." And then Wade writes Vivian back and says, "I'm thinking, baby. Hold on a moment. Let me process and come up with what we can do possibly." And then Vivian says, "Or call me one last time now and we'll talk again when I have a credit card in 1 to 2 weeks." Wade says, "Sorry, called wrong number, but see if it lets you." And Vivian says, "It doesn't work." Jesse says, "I love you. Call me before 9 a.m. Call me before my 9 a.m. call if you want to talk before I get a little busy." And then Jesse says that, "What was the name of that shirt site again? I'm wondering if it would give me some ideas." Alexander says, "For the design, I'd keep it simple, like black and white. Some messages you could add on the t-shirt, one with fundraising team and your name. The one I showed me already. Pain is real, but so is hope. Eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. No to death penalty. And for the picture, you are handsome in all of them. But I'll go for the one where you have some emotion in your eyes. Definitely one where you wear the black suit." So that's their idea. This is Alexander's ideas. Well, one that Wade showed her, pain is real, but so is hope. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. No to death penalty. Alexander says, or even better, a pic nobody has seen yet, that it's not on the internet could work because so people will see it comes from you, but you won't look now with all the tattoos. Wade to Jesse. Movie choices, The Hustle or Arthur the King? So he's asking because I guess, well, we know they watch movies together. And then Wade says, 3 times called already to Jesse. Another one from Wade to Jesse, have called you 4 times now. Jesse responds and says, only one call came through, love. I was inside making more coffee. Try again. I'm sorry. Amanda, he still hasn't responded to Amanda. She says, Wade, are you up? Can you call me, please? Wade to his dad, his adoptive dad, says, please get back with Jessie this morning. She needs pricing from you and wishes to make forward orders now. therefore allowing us to open our store appropriately. Wade to Vivian. Todd is not yet available for me to speak with, but he will be shortly. Also, though, baby, could you make a phone call to GTL services and inquire about this issue and if they have a resolution? Vivian says, I'm just about to call them. I'll let you know what they say. Alexandra says, this lawyer Baez, he's good. Aaron Hernandez's lawyer, but he's expensive like hell. I saw someone say his retainer is like $200,000 non-refundable. So, yes, we're on July 22nd, 8:08 a.m. Vivian in 2024. Vivian says, they say the credit card is not accepted because it is not American, and I don't have an American address. They will keep rejecting it, she says. When I asked her why it worked from time to time, she couldn't give me an answer either. So our last chance is Todd. Otherwise, we won't hear each other anymore. I'm crying. Why does it have to be so complicated? I just want to talk to you. Jesse says, my 9 a.m. call canceled. Tried calling the jail to speak with Michelle, but they said she is not in yet. Going to try around 9 again. Alexandra says, I'm going to copy and paste you a message on the Facebook support group. Hi, guys. How about contacting the Lee County Jail to put forward an interest to fund Wade better lawyers if Wade agrees to help from public funds? What do you guys think? Maybe someone from Florida or the state could help. I'm hearing some. Vivian says, and you know what I'm scared of? You'll just keep going. You'll find someone else to talk to on the phone all day. Then there's a redaction. You'll just replace me. It's easy for you with all the requests. I think I am going to end it here because my mom, I could hear her. She's so sick down there. I'm worried about her. I'm going to go sit with her. But I read 75 pages. That's about where I was going to end anyway, to be honest. Let me put start 301. Vivian, I'll just start here when we pick up. 8, 9. But yeah, that's what I was planning on reading anyway, was 75. I know before I read about 80, but let me make this smaller real quick. How cute. He's so cute. Why is he so cute? I can't take it. He's so cute. Alright, hold on. I'm moving this over here. Anyway, hey Anacorn, let me say hi to some people. Jamie, Hope G. Oh, thank you. I know she's got a really bad cold. It just started last night. I'm probably gonna get it too. Knock on wood. Sucks because I just started feeling better from that dizzy spell I had. It lasted like a week and nauseous, but I'm just worried about her. I hope she's okay. Analytical one, thank you. I know. Living it up, Steph. Thank you. Kim Topology. Kay Horsley, thank you for always being here. Bridge eBay. Kelly girl, thank you. So we got Steph and Kelly, and then we got Kelly girl. Susie Q. I hope my thought about German girls didn't come out wrong. I didn't mean it in a bad way at all. It was just a thought because I've been trying to figure that out because I didn't understand why. Wait, why did my screen just hold on a second? Oh, I hate when this happens. I did that before. Hold on. Oh, well, I'm about to end it anyway. It's like my thing is stuck. Huh. Do you hear my mom? Like, you hear her? I feel so bad. Oh, I scrolled way far up. Mel, hey. Cat Mouse, thank you for coming. Hey Zoe. Hey, that Mel should be watching replay. Oh, thanks, Zoe, Gen X. Looks like Zeke's ready to get up too. DB Batley. Sorry, I know as soon as I started getting the swing of things, like what, last week or whatever, I was starting to get more consistent and was gonna start doing my second channel. And then I got dizzy. I need to start eating better. I need to start exercising more so I could feel better because I feel like lately the way I've been feeling has been holding me back a lot. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know if I'll, depending on how my mom feels and how I feel tomorrow, if I'll do one. But I'll try to do a couple this week, for sure, because I can't keep, gotta play catch up here all the freaking days I've missed. Oh, blue dog. Oh, hey, Zeke, bubbies. You ready to go downstairs and sit with mommy? All right, guys. Have a good one. Thank you, Cali girl and stuff from Cali. Got 2 Cali girls. Oh, really? Okay. 2 I just said it again. Hey, Joan of Arc. I went to school at St. Joan of Arc. That's crazy. Have I told you that before? I feel like maybe. Um, I went to school at St. Joan of Arc. It was from preschool to 8th grade with St. Joan of Arc. And then right next door was Central Catholic. So I went to Catholic schools my whole life. But yeah, St. Joan of Arc was my grade school. Well, my grade school, I say that, and people have different. So with the Catholic schools, the way they did it, it was from preschool. Could we even? I even went to preschool there. Preschool to 8th grade is like, so that's why I call it grade school. Like even in 7th and 8th grade, because it was all together. But yeah, I thought I probably did if I seen you. Um, he's getting all cozy. Oh, he went to the vet last week. He's all good. Or was it this week? Tuesday. Yeah, it was just Tuesday. He's all good. They said his teeth look really good for, they said my mom took him actually. They said, they asked her to like, do you brush him? He brushed his teeth, right? Because they look so good. He's 9 years old and they look good. It's like, no, it's just from this bone. We call it chew time. And I hold it for him and he could hold it by himself, but I'll hold it for him and make a little chew time a little bit every day. So his teeth are good. Um, Everything's good. He's all healthy. He lost 1.5 pounds. And you couldn't tell by looking at him. My brother thought he gained weight. A couple of people were like, he gained weight. He lost 1.5 pounds. And hi, baby, I talking about you. And we know exactly what it's from. My grandma moving out because we couldn't control her giving him stuff, and we couldn't always have an eye on her each second. So like a lot of the times I'd catch her trying to sneak him food, and how many times that I didn't catch her doing it, or if I was upstairs and my mom was somewhere and she was giving him stuff. So, I mean, we try to tell her, "You can't be giving him this stuff." "Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that." Every time she doesn't know that. And we just told her like 2 minutes you could just tell her like 2 minutes before, "Don't give him that." 2 minutes later, she's giving it to him again. And you say, "No, don't give him that. You can't have that." "Oh, really? I did not know that. Thanks for telling." Oh my God. Like, I mean, like bad stuff, chocolate, candy. We would have to try to like hide like the candy and hide certain stuff. because we'd be afraid that she'd give it to him, but sometimes we, couldn't hide everything or forgot we had some or whatever. But basically lost a pound and a half in it because of her not being around anymore. Um, so, so yeah, he's doing good. He's not underweight because he was always on the verge where they said he's a little bit overweight, but they're like, if he's happy, he's fine. I mean, so he was always at a weight where they never said he had to lose it, but they're like, try not to gain any more. So it's not like him losing a pound and a half that it's like, oh, now he's too skinny. Now he's probably like perfect. Um, all right, I'm gonna go. Look at Hi, baby. You hear mommy? We're gonna go sit by mommy. You wanna go sit by mommy? Make sure she's okay. Okay, let's go. All right, bye guys. Oh, I know. I'm gonna try to do more cases. That's my goal of more variety. And I'm gonna, like I said, my second channel. If you haven't checked it out, I'm gonna start doing stuff on that once I feel better. Um, that should be my second channel. I think that's how I did it. Or did I put my? Hold on, Bubba. Yeah, there it is. If you want to check it out, that'll be more open. I like to have like more guests on that and just kind of talk about whatever. All right, guys, I'm gonna go now. Ezekiel's staring at me. We're gonna go sit by my mommy and my mommy. His mom. Well, not like I call her mommy, but I call him. Hold on, Bubba. All right, I gotta go. Bye. Thanks for coming. Share it out and go check if you're a member. You want to read some kiosk messages yourself? Go check out my members' posts. I got some stuff posted. I'll try to keep being consistent posting. Zeke's yelling at me a little bit now. You hear him going, That's when he's like, come on. Okay, we're gonna go, babies. All right, bye guys.